Hey, hello there, my sweet coder. Today we are going to learn insertion sort. So, what is insertion sort? So, let's Google it. Insertion sort. An insertion sort is a sorting algorithm that placed an unsorted element at its suitable place in each iteration. The insertion sort works similarly as we sorted a card in our hand in a card game. We assume that the first card is already sorted and then we select an unsorted card. I know you didn't get it. So, let's understand in a simpler way. As you can see, we have an array with a bunch of number in it, and we are going to sort it out by using insertion sort. So, what is insertion sort? So, in insertion sort, let's first assume that we are going to sort it out in an ascending order. In insertion sort, we must have a temp. Basically, this is a variable, temporary variable, that is going to hold a specific value for in each iteration. Like it's will use a for loop for iteration, means for accessing each number. Basically, let's assume we have this array. First, the iteration count will start from here, index number 1. As you know that index start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it will start from 1. Then this 6 will goes to the stem variable, and it will check whether this 6 is smaller than 4. If it is, then what will happen? Basically, what is going on here? It will hold a specific value from a specific index inside a temp, and the left side of this value, it will compare it with each and every value that is left side in it and find its suitable place. So, is 6 smaller than 4? No. So the rightful place of 6 is the place that it was originally in. Then the iteration count going up, and it will move to the another index. And here it will again go to the temp, and it will compare with left side value in it. Basically, the left side value is 6 and 4. It will first check whether 9 is smaller than 6. It is not. Then it will check whether 9 is smaller than 4. It is not. So it will still remain the same place. Then it will go to the next iteration. Basically, next iteration, and it will grab 1 inside there. Then, as usual, it will check whether 1 is smaller than 9. It is. Then what it will do is just shift the 9 from here to here. And then it will check whether 6 is smaller than 1. No, but obviously 1 is smaller than 6. So 6 will goes here. And then again it will check whether 1 is smaller than 4. It is. Then it will shift again 4 here. And the rightful place of 1 will be. So in next iteration, we are just here in previously. So it will goes from here to here and grab 3 here. And it will check the left side value in it, that is 9, 6, 4 and 1. Again it will check whether 3 is smaller than 9. It is. Then it will shift the 9 from here to here. Then it will again check whether 3 is smaller than 6. It is. Then again it will shift from here to here. Then it will check whether 3 is smaller than 4. It is. So 4 will shift from here to here, and 3 will goes here. Basically, rightful place of the 3 is the index number 1. And for the last iteration, it will grab 2, and it will check, and it will compare from every element. Let's see. It will check whether 2 is smaller than 9. It is. Then it will shift 9 from here to here. Then it will again check whether 2 is smaller than 6. It is. Then it will shift 6 from here to here. Then it will check whether 4 is smaller than 2. No, obviously 2 is smaller than 4. So 4 will be shift from here to here. and it will again check whether 3 is smaller than 2. No, 2 is smaller than 3. So it will shift from here to here. The rightful position of the 2 is. By using this method, as you can see, we just completed the sorting by using insertion sort. If I have to say what is the insertion sort in one single line, that is, it will grab an element and it will find its rightful position to place it out. Basically, in each iteration, it will sort. Unlike the bubble sort, that is compare in pair, it will grab an element and sort it out in get-go. And that is insertion sort. I hope you understand. If you didn't understand, just go back in my video and try to understand again. So now we are going to move the coding part. Let's see how we are going to code it out in Python. Let's go. In coding part, we are going to use the Python. You can use any language, whatever you in your forte. Like you can use Java, JavaScript, C++, any language. As long as you know the syntaxes, like for the for loop and while loop, and you can code it in anywhere. For that, basically, we just need to create a file that is gonna be, let's say, insertion.py, and we are going to need an array. So let's create one array equal to, let's put some random value in it. That's it. Now we need an for loop for iterated. Before that, we are going to create a function. Basically, we are going to define a function. As you know, I preferred write the code in function because I can use it in anywhere from in my code. So let's create a function. And the function will be, we are going to call it out in insertion sort. Insertion sort. And we are going to pass it out an array. You can give the name same or you can change it out. Let's change the name here, like from 1, and that's it. Now, inside this function, we are going to call a for loop. Let's for loop, and we start from range second element. As you know, it will grab the second element, and it will go from second element to length of the array. That's it. Now, inside this, we are going to have a temp. Just like I said to you earlier. Temp. And this temp will hold the element in the second index. That is 1 index. Index number 1. So, what will it grab? The array I. Next. Basically, what is array I? It will grab each and every time the for loop will run, it will grab the element that is in the iteration time. First, it will grab the second element, then one iteration up, then one iteration up, just like that. And then we are going to do G for the while loop, and it will start from the left side because it will compare each and every element that is left side of this temp. So the left side will be I minus 1. Let's assume it will start from here, then it need to be compared with this element. So this is it. What is I minus 1? And while. Inside this while loop, it will check whether ARR J, that is this element for this now, for the first iteration. Is it smaller than temp? It is smaller than temp. If it is, then what it will do? It will just move the 2 from here to here. So ARR GA minus ARR GA plus 1 equal to ARR GA. And we need to be decrease this value from J, because let's assume we are in 4 position. Basically, there the value of the 4. And it will check the left side element in it. So it will check with the 3. Then we need to decrease the value of the J to check this value. Then again we need to decrease the value of the J to check this value with the temp, obviously. The temp is 4. Let's decrease the value J minus equal to 1. That's it. Now at the end of this loop, what we are going to do is put the array of J equal to array of J plus 1. See, array of J plus 1 equal to 10. Array of J plus 1 is equal to, and that's it. That's how you sort the element. Let's see, is it sorted or not. Print before sort array 1, and then call the function like insertion sort and get the array, and then again print after sort, then array 1. Let's run it out and check it whether this thing is working or not. I see there is an error. What is going on here? Oh, I see. So as you can see, we didn't specify an ending point for this while loop. That's why this is saying this is basically the out of the array, basically the array here. So we need to specify a ending point, that is if the J value need to be greater than equal to 0, and it will compare it out. First, J need to be greater than, basically if the J is smaller than 0, basically this is decreasing, right? So sometime while that J will decrease from 1, basically index from the 0th index, 1 index to 0, 0 to minus 1. Minus 1 index is not present here. So that's why the index number should be, J should be greater than 0. Let's write it out. Save first and then write it out. And as you can see, the array is sorted in a descending order. And if you want to make it in ascending order, you need to just swipe this value, basically greater than to less than, and it will swipe the value. Now this is in ascending order. Previously it was in descending order. So what is going on here? Let's understand it once more. So as you can see, we have an array, and then we just define an insertion sort. Next, for loop for iteration to access each element inside this array. Then we have a temp that's gonna hold the, each time iteration is going up, it will going to hold the value in it. So we can assign it, so we can compare it with each and every element that is left side in it. First it will start from here, so that's why it start from 1 to completely length of that. And the next is temp. Already you know that temp is holding this value. This part will check, we compare this value with the left side of this value. So we need an ending point. That's why you are giving this j equal to greater than equal to 0. So that's why the whenever j reach to the 0, it will stop there. It will not go further any further like minus. And it will check whether this value j, this value is bigger than temp, or you can say in another word, temp is smaller than this value, just like I said to in earlier in explanation. If it is, basically if 9 is smaller than 2, then it will swipe them. For this case it is not, so it will not swipe, then it will goes to the last part. Basically if it is not, so that's why the thing will not enter in the while loop. So it will go there and it will grab the j, the value of the j is I minus of 1, that is 0. Then it will go then I plus 1, that is 1. Basically 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1 means 1. The temp will be at the same position that is in it right now. Then if it is moved to this 6th element, let's go to the 6th element, 6. Then it will check whether it is bigger than 0, obviously bigger than 0, because index number is 0, 1 and 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 is bigger than 0. So it is bigger than 0. Next, it is check whether this value is smaller than the temp. But this value is smaller than the temp. It is not. Obviously, this value is smaller than 9. So, just see, is this value smaller than this value? It is. There it is happening here. Temp, what is temp now? Temp is 6. Is 6 smaller than 9? Is 6 smaller than 9? Yes, this is. Now it will go to the while loop and it will change the value of this 9. 9. Basically, what is the array of j? Array of j is 9. 9 will assign to the array of j minus 1, that is here. And it will decrease the value of the j by 1. Now, the value of the j is 1. For initially, it was like this value. Now, it will going to be this value. Basically, 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Again, it will check, is this greater than equal to 0? Obviously, greater than equal to 0. Equal to 0. So, this is correct. Next, it will check whether 6 is smaller than 2. It is not. That's why it will not enter the while loop, and then it will goes to the array of j plus 1. J, initially it was 0 plus 1 means 1. The value of the temp will goes here. And that's how the whole sorting method will work. I hope you understand. So, as you can see, we just completed the insertion sort. If you have any kind of question, you can ask me in comment below. If you love this video, you can like it and subscribe to my Kuki's Codecraft for future videos like this.